I'm so excited today because we have a very special Self-Improvement Sunday post. So this week I have decided to start making my own milk from home. Some of you may know that I am mainly plant-based, predominantly vegan. The only thing that I consume that is not vegan is honey. And I have decided to start making my own milks at home. So I saw this on YouTube. There's a few of the people that I follow that have started making their own milks. And they talked about how much cheaper it was, and actually when I did the math, it was way cheaper. When we buy coconut milk, it costs about $5. Same with oat milk or almond milk, anything that is non-dairy, it costs about anywhere from $4 to $5 a carton. So I decided to try to do my own, and I am so happy with the results. Let me tell you a little bit about it. So today we are going to be making coconut milk and oat milk. And you just need a few different things for it, and I got them all on Amazon. I'm going to show you all the links in the bottom just so you guys can see. This will be the start of my YouTube channel. I'm very excited, and I'm going to start getting everything that I need as far as the equipment to do super professional videos and whatnot. But I'm very excited either way because I have a lot to share. As you guys know, I am a vegan chef as well, and so I'm going to be sharing plant-based delicious recipes that you guys can try that are actually pretty simple, and you don't need any super crazy ingredients for the most part. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the stuff that you're gonna need in order to get started with your milks. We have this awesome pitcher. It is a, this is the brand name. We got it off of Amazon, and it is an alkaline pitcher. And it makes alkaline water and purifies it. This is my Ninja, which I love and I'm obsessed with, and I use it all the time. I will put the link down on the bottom. It is a little bit of an investment, but actually when you think about how much you use it and how much better it is than the regular blender, it's totally worth it. So this is the type of coconut that I choose to use. It is finely shredded coconut. It is organic and non-GMO. And Terrasol Superfoods, I'm pretty sure that I keep them in business. I use so many of their products, and it is just high quality, pretty much everything. Superfoods, ingredients, flours, all sorts of things. I get some nuts and stuff from them. And this right here is Bakery on Main, and also organic and certified gluten-free rolled oats. And I just started using them, and I absolutely love them. I use my for my oatmeal and my breakfast oats and all sorts of stuff with them. This is also Terrasol, and it is medjool dates. And medjool dates are actually a sweetener, and they're really high in fiber and potassium. It gives you really crazy good energy, and they're extra fancy. Very nutrient dense sweetener. It's much better than using any sort of like, syrups or sugars or anything like that in order to sweeten your stuff. And it also is vegan, so instead of using honey for this, we're definitely going to use medjool dates. Then we also have the pink salt, which I only use Himalayan pink salt. It's much better for you than regular salt. And then vanilla extract, of course, just some regular organic vanilla extract. The only things you need is just a little bit of a mixing bowl, a measuring cup, and 1 little teaspoon. And then this is a nut bag. Nut bags are actually way cheap, and I got it on Amazon, and it makes it so much easier to do your nut milks, your oat milk, and your coconut milk. So definitely get a nut bag. So now we will go through and begin to show you what we need in order to make it. So I am going to be making a double batch, so I'm going to just be putting in 2 cups of this beautiful, finely cut and shredded coconut. So we're just going to pop that right in there and do the second one that we're popping in there. And now we're going to just fill up this pitcher, and we're going to do about to the point where it says 8 cups. So it kind of depends on how you want it to be. For me, this is something that I really like. I don't want it to be too thick because I like to use it for cooking and just to drink. So I found like 6, 7, 8 around that area is where you're going to do it. So they said 4 cups for every 1 cup, and so I just do around 8. It is going to be less than 8 cups of water just because you put the coconut in there, but Okay, so that's all you do with that there. Then we're going to get our date. Okay, so this, guys, is, if it will focus, this is a date, and inside it has this seed. So make sure you always take out the seed, because it is impossible to mix up the seed in the blender, and it will break your blender. That's how I broke one of mine. So these are your dates, and I just broke them in half, and I used 2. You can make it sweeter if you want, but 1 date per cup of coconut is usually what I use. So the next step, we're just gonna blend it up, and you just blend it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. More than that is, you just want the dates to be able to blend in to get the sweetness out of there and to get all of the fat out of the coconut. So we will blend. So it's in the halfway in the blending, and I forgot an important part. You have to put a little bit of salt in there in order to bring out those flavors. So I'm just putting in the salt now. Okay, so the next step here, guys, is going to be, there's going to be a bunch of little chunks in here, which is the coconut and the mixed up dates. So you're going to put your milk bag inside of your little jar here, and I'm waiting for my glass jars to come. So here you take this little guy. This is hard to do without the proper equipment. So you just pour it inside of the milk bag. Make sure you get it inside the container, because the coconut milk will seep right through it. It is the, let's see if we can get it all in there. It is the oat milk that you're gonna have to squeeze a lot, just because it soaks up a lot more. The coconut will kind of just like pour right through. So here we go. So you just twist it until it's all up in there. I might have to take a little bit out of it, because for some reason it is really, really full today, and usually it fits right in this little container, but I'm just going to take a little bit out and drink it because it's delicious. I made some oat pulp cookies yesterday, and honestly, they weren't the jam. They were not that great. But I decided that I was going to make them anyway, because I wanted to try a new recipe to see if I could reuse the oat pulp, and it did not turn out good. So once it's going to be very dry, and you don't really want to reuse this coconut because it's more spongy and there's no fat left to it. So you can just throw away the coconut, unless I find a cool recipe, and I'll catch you guys and let you guys know. All right. Okay, people, literally the same thing for the oat milk. Just 2 cups of oat milk, 2 dates, a little bit of salt, and instead of making this without vanilla, I put in the vanilla. It's about 2 teaspoons. And we're gonna mix it all up. Alrighty, kids, so the next thing we do, I didn't actually clean this nut bag thoroughly because I don't mind the teeny tiny bit of coconut that's left in there. But if you guys don't want any coconut at all flavor, it really doesn't come out very hardcore, but if you want to be super cautious and careful, then just clean your nut bag thoroughly before you decide to do another one. So this one is going to be a little bit different color. It's not going to be as white because you put in, first of all, you put in the dates, and the oats are already brown. And then the vanilla as well. So that's going to be the reason that it's a little bit darker. This also takes a lot longer for it to seep through, like I said, because it's oats. I've been doing this for this entire week now, and I've made it, 3 times or so, because I've done a lot of cooking. I do my meal preps on Mondays and Fridays, so I'm going to be having a few more little recipe stuff go on Fridays and Mondays, so that might be my video days. So I'm going to take that out, and then for now I'm just going to discard the extra oat pulp until I can find a better recipe for it. I also don't know how long it lasts in the fridge, so I gotta figure that out first before I save it. Yeah, so this has become something that I love a lot more. It actually tastes so much better. It tastes so much more fresh, and there's none of those preservatives. So you really want to have like an airtight container, unless you know that you're going to use it right away. And so I got these glass jars that I have coming, and I'm super excited about those. But you can make 8 cups of oat milk and 8 cups of coconut milk in like no time. So I'm going to finish squeezing this out, and then I'll be right back with you guys. That's it, guys, for Self-Improvement Sunday. I'm Kaci Jones from Country Girl Vegan Kitchen, and I tried these cookies again today, and they actually taste pretty good, but I don't like the texture, so we're going to work on that. Delicious with the coconut milk though. I hope you guys choose to make it. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. I love you. Look out for my recipes.